Welcome to Liège, Bastogne, Liège Femmes 2022, rounding out the spring classic season on the Women's World Tour. The sun is out for this 6th edition, 142 kilometres and 7 climbs on the menu. Almost 2,500 metres of elevation gain for the 128 starters, starting with the Côte de Mont-le-Soir after 55k. The climbs then come thick and fast, culminating in the decisive duo of the Côte de la Redoute and the Côte de la Roche-aux-Faucons. Marta Cavalli has been the star of this year's Ardennes Classics, winning Amstel Gold and Flèche Wallonne. She's looking to complete the same treble that Anna van der Breggen managed in 2017. Defending champion Demi Follering is the woman to beat in a sprint if she can get over the climbs, while Paris-Roubaix winner Elisa Longo-Borghini is another one to watch. Annemiek van Vleuten is determined to get back to winning ways, but she's also happy to see new stars emerging in the peloton.
It's what we need in women's cycling: more nationalities, more girls that win, also more teams that take responsibility to take responsibility in the race. And I think it's a great sign that women's cycling is developing.
In Flèche I didn't felt so good. Also because the race was a bit sleepy in the beginning, and I don't like that so much because then I fall asleep. That's always something what I find a bit hard. But Liège is always from the beginning on already like full gas, and that's what I like, so I hope I can be better tomorrow here.
The idea is that we'll have two cards to play with me and Grace Brown. We have a good team and we've trained well, and we have other riders who can try to get into a breakaway like Evita Music. We'll need to do our best to get in the right moves and ride an aggressive race, because I think that's the best way to get the win, isn't it? The day's first breakaway was brought back at the halfway stage, but another move went clear before the Col du Rosier. Most of the big teams represented, with Maren Reusser from SD Works, Sarah Martin from Movistar, Leah Thomas from Trek Segafredo, Soraya Paladin from Canyon SRAM, and Evita Music from FDJ Nouvelle-Aquitaine Futuroscope. Amanda Spratt, Leah Kirschman and Clara Honsinger making it 8 up at the front. The UAE had missed out, so they were leading the chase in the peloton, the gap at 1 minute 25, but it came right down in the final 30 kilometres with the Col de la Redoute looming. Ashley Moolman-Passio upping the tempo for SD Works, but Annemiek van Vleuten was right on her wheel. The 2019 winner then kicked on as several of her rivals began to struggle. The breakaway all swallowed up, with only Reusser able to hold van Vleuten's wheel. The 39-year-old was brought back shortly after the summit by a group of around a dozen riders, French champion Music putting in a big effort for her team leader Cavalli. Another rider from FDJ then went on the attack, Australian time trial champion Grace Brown, who quickly opened a 20-second advantage. But her hopes of a breakaway victory would be dashed by the gruelling Roche-aux-Faucons. Van Vleuten going on the attack again, and this time nobody could follow. The Movistar rider reaching the summit solo. 5 chasers, Follering and Moolman-Passio for SD Works, Brown and Cavalli for FDJ, plus Longo-Borghini for Trek Segafredo, but Van Vleuten wasn't hanging around. Heading into the final 10 kilometres, she had around 10 or 15 seconds, and the 5 chasers couldn't quite get themselves organised. They would end up battling for the remaining podium spots because Van Vleuten was on a flyer, soaring away to victory.
Annemiek van Vleuten is almost at the line now. She sees the fans get ready to greet this great rider. 39 years of age. She shakes her head. She's won Liège-Bastogne-Liège before. She's now going to make it a double. It's a victory for Movistar. It's a victory for Annemiek van Vleuten.
Annemiek van Vleuten taking the win ahead of Grace Brown, who beat Vollering in the sprint. Well, Van Vleuten's had a frustrating couple of weeks. Second at Strade Bianche, second at the Tour of Flanders, second at Flèche Wallonne on Wednesday, but she finally gets another big win, taking her second Liège-Bastogne-Liège after 2019. That is now 5 wins for the Netherlands in 6 editions.
Winning have become harder in women's cycling. I think there are more contenders. I know that I'm better than ever in the spring, but it's not that it always gives you the win. And yeah, to have the confidence today to go just 2 times all out on Redoute and Roche-aux-Faucons, to have the confidence, And then when it works out, that's the best.
Confirmation of the top 10 with Van Vleuten winning by 43 seconds. Brown and Follering completing the podium ahead of Moolman, Passio, Longo Borghini and Cavalli. Thanks for watching, and do join us again next year as the peloton try to break the Dutch stranglehold on this race. Van Vleuten will be going for her hat-trick at the tender age of 40.